Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Redneck Invasion Nation Morning Show. Oh, happy to be here with y'all. What a weekend. Yeah. So, I just want to give a shout out to both of my sponsors. The owners of both of these companies have now officially got engaged. Paulina of No Pond Salon and uh, Redneck Tech or Romaine Berg. So those of you who came out to the grand opening, greatly appreciate you. You guys, I get to hang out with some of you. I know some of you showed up after I left. I had the alternator issues. I had to get that done, and then of course working on the boat and this boat and I don't know if I really want to fix it all the way because it's like I have this love issue with this thing because now I'm like always messing with it. It's like an old hot rod. You never quit messing with it. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to break down and go to the marine place and actually buy some fuel line. So yeah, but so I had this thing that came to me. Let's see if I can get it on here. Might have to be my own moderator here. I think that is it right there. Now, y'all, hold on. We fixing to show you here in a minute. Y'all fixing to see exclusive. You know the tech always makes fun of me? He ain't even here to defend himself. I have evidence. Notice he's wearing a Packer. Got him! Got him! I just want you to y'all to check out the tech here. The tech has got some moves. Here's the best part, he's not even in here. Oh yeah. Look. I got this shit. Oh, poor Ted. I want y'all to give him shit. Oh, look at that. He's getting squat. Look at that. He almost pooped on the floor. He almost pooped on the floor. Yo! Yeah. Oh, he's so fucked. I'm keeping this forever. Remember that time? And he's gonna be like, "What the fuck? Why are you showing that shit?" I know. Why do I got a baby shark picture on all over the internet right now? Huh? I'm just saying. Good morning, everybody. Figured we kick Monday morning off the right way. Yeah. Chad, good morning. Chris, good morning. J-Joe, good morning. Never back down. Muskie Fisher, good morning. Denver, good morning. Matt, good morning. Shane, good morning. Ruger wife, good morning. Jerry, good morning. Clinton, Kripner, good morning. Anthony, good morning. The Oh, musky fisher. I'm right there in the front row. Ice Cube, good morning. Penny LaRue, good morning. Jody, good morning. And anybody else that I may have missed because I was so interested in getting this video out there right away. I had an exclusive, everybody. I had an exclusive. Oh, yeah. Got him. Oh. Itching ears. Yeah. Put a fucking baby shark, put me in a baby shark picture, you son of a bitch. I get some evidence. I swear I will. Packers jersey and all. He is a Packer whacker. Uh, so, I appreciate y'all who were tuning in on the stream this past weekend. I know I had a lot of ins and outs, and one time the phone had mysteriously got unplugged, and then let's see. Oh, little Miss Airhorn was trying to bring the phone out to us, and something had happened. You know, that's the thing. When you're on streaming on Twitch, people have no idea how sensitive these phones are. Like, literally, you hit one button and it ends your entire stream. It is ridiculous. But I went and I put new bearings in the boat trailer. Court today. There's court. Why didn't I see that? Are you kidding me? I don't think I got that. They're actually having court today, or are they just having a special meeting? I know the special meetings are supposed to be coming up. Uh, yeah. So over the weekend here, I did change the bearings out, the wheel bearings out in the trailer, put bearing buddies on. Um, yeah, and now that yeah, definitely gonna be. Let's see here. Yeah, make sure you keep all the families involved with that. Now my head's all in the wrong place, which is fine. Make sure you keep the families. Let's see here. Fishing, hunting, gaming chick. Good morning. How are you? Good to see you. Uh, trying to find the damn. That would, yeah, they don't have him on the roster at all. So, yeah, I'm looking here. They don't have him. Andy Bourne, good morning. 9:45. Why was I not told that? Uh, uh, yeah, they don't have him on this one either. That's why nobody knows about it. This must be a last minute deal. They don't have it posted up anywhere. Uh, so, all right, guys. There is court this morning at 9:45. Uh, Apparently they're not listing it on either court roster. That's why I'm wondering if it's actually because he's up for trial right now, which is why I'm surprised, unless it is an emergency thing that they put in. All right, Gus, thank you very much. Making them dirt road dollars, way out yonder, having them holler. Over the weekend, I finally got to meet Don. Don has been following me for a while. I got to meet Don and Dean. They came out to the Redneck Invasion household. I felt bad because I really didn't have an opportunity to be sociable because I kept worrying about this big nasty ass snowstorm. Tater Todd. I kept worried about this big nasty ass rainstorm that was supposed to be coming in, and it'd be my luck the shit would start blowing into my garage, and I got the boat hanging halfway out of my garage as I'm doing these wheel bearings in it. So, got to make a quick call. Okay. So, I don't know if it's still raining here. I know it was awfully wet this morning, but it's most likely still raining. Morning, crazy lady from the farm. Yeah, and then the Ruger Ranch stopped out. Ruger's son got a really nice fishing kayak. He's going to go out and do some sleighing. It's still raining. Yeah, see, this is the problem when I'm down here in the studio. You know, it looks like the old crack hotel down here with my aluminum foil over the windows and stuff. So, doesn't demolish your lilies. Yeah. So, anyways, so I got all that done. I found some actual fuel line, but I could not get it strapped down tight enough. Boss lady, good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, I went to put this fuel line on, and unfortunately the inner diameter is entirely way too small for what I'm putting it on. And yeah. So yeah, the inner diameter of the hose is entirely way too small for the little nozzles I'm putting it on. I was trying to avoid going to a marine dealer because my feeling is that they have these lines all pre-cut. I did check out the website they sent me, but when I went to look it up by product, the only thing they showed me was the fuel line from the gas tank to the motor. So, I mean, unless I'm looking at the site wrong, but which there's a very good possibility. Cables, pumps. Yeah, I wasn't able to find any fuel line on it. You know, the regular stuff. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go to one of these. Uh, Pretty sure I'm gonna have to go to one of these dealers around here and just get a fuel line kit. Which sucks. But that's my whole issue. Jody says I should go check my basement sub pump. Yeah, mine usually doesn't go off. You know, it's a love hate relationship with the soil around here, simply because it's clay all around these houses, which is really nice when it rains because clay doesn't really absorb a whole lot of water. But at the same point in time, clay puts a lot of ridiculous pressure on your foundation. Oh, ooh. Although this website just so happens to have my gasket kit for $23. Nice. Drilling for filling drain screws. Hey, this is pretty neat. All right, I'll pay attention to you guys. Sorry, squirrel, squirrel. It's Monday, squirrel. Fucking redneck. Goddamn squirrels running around here. People sending them web pages. Just like, whoa, look at the shiny shit. Where do you need your fuel line to go and from? The fuel line, it's actually, if you look it up, it is the primer fuel lines that they call it. One goes to the top of the carburetor, one goes into the engine block, and the other one, where the hell did that one go? I do not remember. I could show you here. I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Uh, da, 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 da. So I'll put it up here on the showing screen. So if you look here, of course, Photo Bucket's got to let everybody know, hey, this is on our site, so you can't see exactly what you're looking at this for. But this line set up right here. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Of course not. Heaven forbid a site would actually work right. Oh. The flower. Alright. So, anyways, this line set up right here is what we're looking at. And these lines are extremely tiny. There's a little T-valve right here. Yeah, little T-valve right there. So it comes off of there. This is a larger line. This one's not so big, not a big deal to replace. But it comes off of here. There's one spot that goes underneath the motor, The other one comes up here on top of the carburetor. Um, and yeah, that's what we're missing. So yeah, figures it always rains on the 4th and Memorial Day. uh, when I get home from dropping everyone off, I'll try to see what I can find for you. I don't even know what size it is. That's the thing. I don't even know what size this fuel line is because I've gone to every part store and got the smallest fuel line that they can carry. So, which makes me believe that it is a strictly uh, marine type fuel line, which would not surprise me. By the way, I would not be. So yeah, it's I don't know. They got filters in here. They got, but it's for the main. You know what I mean? It's for the main fuel line. It doesn't have any. That's the issue. National Redneck Day. In 2 days, we announce the winner of the contest. What do they get for this? Ha! They get $54 for the pump that I just bought off of Amazon for 17. Let's see, I'll know that. Yeah, they've got. They don't even carry the fuel line. They carry parts and accessories for the fuel system. So, tis what it is. I'm just gonna take it off. I'm gonna go out in the garage here before I leave. I'm gonna take it off. Oh, oh, that just made me lightheaded. Anyways, ugh. So yeah, that's what we were doing. For the most part this weekend was messing with that. We did some fishing. Lolly lost a monster that just was not meant to be for her. Yeah. Uh, she lost a monster. She's learning how to use topwater baits, by the way. She's learning how to use a topwater sunfish. Um, it's supposed to mimic a wounded sunfish, and she does really well. She got some nasty hits on it. She's learning how to set the hook. Um, she gets really excited when something hits it. So yeah, and it's like that's one of the situations where you're like, "Let me do it for you. Let me do it for you." She actually got one almost all the way to the boat, but yeah. And that one, we went trolling yesterday, and she hit that one. It was like good night, and she's like, "Oh, it was just weeds." I'm like, "No, your fishing line, dear, doesn't go all the way back over here where the boat didn't start from. There's a fish that took that. These things don't swim by themselves." So yeah. Yeah, that thing was, and it worked her. It worked her hard. I mean, it was pulling drag, and she understood. She understands what it's like to fight a big fish now. I just wish she could have reaped the Yeah, I can only imagine. I should go watch that stream and see what y'all had to say. Nah. Um, in other news, it looks like Donald Trump had a good meet with the old Chinese. He's yeah, I'm probably gonna end up going to Spicer, the boat shop, and seeing what they got. I'm just gonna cut the zip ties off, bring it in, bring the fittings in, and really just get the right stuff. I'm hoping they're decent enough, and they've got the stuff. I know they got the stuff in bulk because there's no way they're running these little kits. Trans Am, good morning, good to see you. I'm really hoping to get this done because I'd really like to go out and do a decent fishing stream for you guys. There's a couple of things I'm lacking. One's a decent trolling motor battery, so I want to get a second one of those. July 1st. I thought that kicked in August 1st. Does that kick in July 1st? I thought it was August 1st that kicked in. That begins August 1st. So, yep, August 1st. The hands free is August 1st it kicks in. So I can't even make, unless somebody's sitting in the truck holding the screen away from me, literally, you would have to take my phone and somebody would have to sit like this towards me with a stand or whatever. I can't even make a video from the truck anymore. Just from the way I understand it. Let's see. Actually, we should look that up. Hey, Tech. Hey, Tech. Hey, Tech. Hey, hey, Tech. Good morning. Tech, you remember when you did the old baby shark picture to me? You remember that? You remember them days? You remember them days when you did that to me? Huh? You should look at that. You should look at that, Tech. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But congratulations on your engagement, anyways. Absolutely happy for you guys. Ecstatic, actually. No, I do not have a model number. It is a 30 horse Evinrude outboard with the primer system. So, yeah. Little Miss Airhorn just subscribed. Nice. Gifted her a subscription. Thank you, Ruger wife. J. Joe. Yeah, Tech. Actually, regardless, yes, it is definitely of you dancing. But well, I will give you this. You got more balls than I do because I wouldn't even learn how to do that shit. I hated line dancing when it came out. I do know how to do it. I grew up old school. I learned how to do the square dancing and things like the two-step and the foxtrot and things like that when I was growing up. So Pauline is actually really good at dancing a lot of that shit. Uh, when we were all just hanging out together, she was really good at that shit. America, fuck yeah! The first video clip is bad because I messed it. Ruger's son also got it. She's gifted 5 subs. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. So yeah, we were talking about that. Tech, huge. This is weird. My sponsors are also my friends, so it's like, hey, listen, they're all married. They're all getting married. There you go. Are you single? Come sponsor the Redneck Invasion Nation Morning Show. Come sponsor the Invasion Nation Morning Show, and you're liable to marry another company owner. Let's start that one out. Oh, really? That would be awesome. So they're gonna learn how to do that, and they're gonna do the business challenge. That would be cool. That would definitely be trend setting. That'll take off. Uh, we had dance crap and physical education. Yeah, we had dance too in physical education, and then unfortunately in my area, that was common in how they danced. I don't know why this thing likes to settle itself over a lot. This fancy little screen of mine. This little screen of mine. I'm gonna let. Never mind. So, anyways, yeah, there was a lot of stuff. Lolly and I were on the lake yesterday, and I'm not kidding you. We were all the way on the south side of the lake, and all of a sudden, here comes the storm, and it's like, what a time for this motor not to want to throttle up. I'm like, son of a tweezer. This is going to suck. And it literally come right over the top of us. I thought I seen a flash. Yeah, we got hit pretty good over here. Literally, Lolly and I were on the lake last night as this shit was coming over. And it was bad. We were out on Lake Nunya, man. We were on the south side of the lake, and when it came over, it was bad. Like literally, we were trying to outrun the storm, and by the time we got the boat on the trailer, the storm was right over the top of our heads, lighting the sky up like Christmas. It's like, yeah, that's good. Let's be out on the boat, an aluminum boat at that. Let's be out on the boat. Storm comes in. So, and then shortly after, just as we got the boat in the garage, it started raining. I mean, and then it just downpoured all night. So, uh, I got in to that. There's propane tanks floating in Morton. Holy shit. Wow. We didn't get anything until about 11:30 last night. It kicked in here. Kicked in full throttle here probably right around 10 o'clock, 9:30 or somewhere in there. It started kicking in full throttle. Because at 8 o'clock at night, it was like pitch black out here. I mean, literally, we had a huge cloud. It kicked in full throttle around then, but it was pitch black by the time we came out of the boat landing area. It had turned to pitch black. Yeah, the thunder was nothing nice last night at all. And the lightning, I mean, literally was lighting everything up like daylight because it was just right here. And I was like, oh, here we go. Worried about our propane tank. Really? Uh, 19 Highway 19 closed between Morton and Fairfax. 5.5 inches in the rain gauge. Holy shit! Yeah, it got pretty shit nasty. So, uh, I've also made some executive decisions over the weekend, and I'm really actually kind of stuck on this. All right, Tech, I appreciate you, brother.
Making them dirt road dollars. Way out yonder, having them holler.
Oh, I didn't even realize the charts all reset. I guess I haven't really been paying attention to that. Transam says my yard is a lake. Uh, I have massive hills in my yard now, so I just get trenches in here once in a while. So yeah, yeah, it's quite interesting. I'm learning more and more about doing this stuff. Yeah, the propane tanks floating. That's thanks for coming to the house, Roy. Yeah, I got extremely sick Saturday night. Like I had spent way too much time in the heat. What I did is I came home, uh, put the fuel pump on the boat. We took that out for a little while, um, and I was fine. I was like, all right, I'll get the lawn mowed. So I ran around, got the lawn mowed. Was doing pretty good about staying hydrated, and then all of a sudden, I was sitting out on the front porch with Lolly, I guess, and I wasn't being very coherent. She got my ass in the house, and I pretty much at that point in time was just like, yeah. So I pretty much realized the fact that I was not in good shape. See, I don't mind being out in the heat. My body just can't stand it anymore. And somebody, I think Gus is sending me something for that to try and do something a little more about that because it gets really tough on me because it's like I go to a lot of events and if I can't bring my camper with it makes it tough because I have to have air conditioning. So, oh, good night. Yeah, y'all went all full throttle out there. It's probably a good thing that I didn't end up out there. I'd probably been in the hospital. Because Jameson and Fireball, mm-hmm. Yep. I'm of that ilk. Mm-hmm. uh, we were like 22 to 25 feet above flood stage here a week ago here in Arkansas. Flooding everywhere. Finally went back to normal. Well, Ice Cube, you fixing to get more of it. So, uh, you just got too much body hair. We can help with. No, you cannot. No. Nope. We're good. We're good with that. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. No, I'm good with it. I'm definitely good with it. So, uh, uh, anyways, Matt, all weekend, fucker. Although, if you guys didn't hear my rave review, uh, Matt brought me some bacon from Nicollet, Minnesota. Schmidt's Meats, I think it's called. Um, they have this thing called cottage bacon. Oh my god. You guys have not, if you claim to be a bacon guy, and I was a bacon guy, I thought I was a bacon guy, and then I got cottage bacon. You guys have no clue. You guys have no clue until you've had this stuff. This stuff is absolutely phenomenal. This stuff is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I literally ate an entire package of it Saturday or Sunday. Saturday. I ate it. Yeah. Um, although Travel Buddy, who's rolling out? I must be getting off. Lightning is coming. Oh, all right. We'll catch you on the flip side, Vapor. Yeah. So, yeah, I'd heard about it. My neighbors had talked about it, and then Matt and I had talked about it, and now we're definitely gonna be making a trip down there. To We're gonna be making a trip down there with the neighbors, and we're definitely gonna be going down there. I need more cottage bacon. I am stuck on that shit. I'm not even lying to you. I am absolutely stuck on that stuff. I love it. Um, Go about once a month to stock on things. Yeah, I'm told don't go there with anything less than a couple $100 in your pocket. Otherwise, you're gonna be making a second trip going back there buying more shit. So, yeah, cottage bacon is the shit. I need to go down there and buy at least $100 or so of it. The electric bill can wait until next month. uh, so I did make an executive decision. I'm going to do something, and people are gonna be like, "Are you nuts?" But I am nuts. I really want to go get a 4-wheeler, and I think uh, I don't have the link for the video of the speech. There, Tech. I know you were gonna. I was hoping that you would have that. I forgot about that. Yeah, it does. The cottage bacon makes the best BLTs in the world. Um, I actually like onions on my BLTs, so that just made it all the better. But so you guys stay tuned here. In the next, after the first coffee break, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and you guys are absolutely going to be, what the fuck. But I have a method in my madness. I have a method of something that I'm going to do, something I want to do. Well, so all right, Bubba, you keep try not to float that truck down the road. Just be careful where you're going. uh, 5 messages. The hell was Ice Cube trying to put up there? I know he ain't a troll. He's been in here quite a bit. Uh, Ice Cube. The If you're trying to post a link up there, what you're gonna have to do is send it to Redneck Tech, and he'll have to go through and do it. I don't allow people to post links directly on my page. No, we know you're not a troll, Ice Cube. What it is when you try to post links up on the page, it'll time you out. So, oh, there. He wrote St. Cloud and it considered it a link. Wow. Streamlabs is on that one. They got a big one. uh, yeah. All right, there it is. Perfect. You guys gotta watch this.
We do want to thank everybody for coming. We put a lot of work into opening the salon. If you remember what this building looked like before we started, it's been a transformational process to say the least. And I gotta thank this guy right here. Come forward a little bit. So Chris, the owner of Aero Construction, offered to help us renovate this project and to let it be know what it started, what it would turn into. And I think he's done a wonderful job. So I want to give a round of applause for Chris. Also, I want to thank media, Craig. Craig works for my company, and the other photographer, I got your name, sorry, Nikki. So thank you for coming and doing that. Everyone else been a part of the journey, the stylists, everyone, thank you so much for coming. We got food, giveaways, a beta, what do they call it, glow bar, that makes your skin all pretty, I guess. But yeah, thanks for coming, and anything else? Thanks for the
I
parents.
have to say, without my dad, none of this would have been possible. So that guy gets the biggest thanks of the day.
All right, and we have one last surprise for everybody. So.
Oh no!
My man, 50 grand. It's like, which hand?
I know. It doesn't fit.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. They were both like, with everything that was going on, in this, he came by and he's like, oh man, he, he's like, I didn't know what to say. I lost all the words, and no matter how well you plan it out, my engagement really did suck, and it's because it made me nervous as shit. And yeah, I see the ring there, and I'm like, all right, here, just keep it there. It looks good there. Just keep it there. My wife's like, I got one of the shittiest engagements ever. And it's like, yeah, well, you got the only one that'll ever be like it. Creative day, good to see you. Yeah, so it was definitely glad to be a part of that moment. Justin, good to see you. I was definitely thankful to be a part of that moment. And yeah, it's been a long time coming. I know like in every relationship, everybody has their ups and downs and all arounds, but you couldn't ask for two more like-minded people to get together. And, I don't know, I'm even speechless over it, but it was funny watching them walk around there. Is it just hot in here? Is it me? Even after the fact, it's like, and here's the funny part. I want to point something out to y'all, because this is something you don't know about. When these two finally decided that they were going to start dating, neither one of them had any intentions of dating anybody. They literally had no intentions of getting married whatsoever, or being in a relationship whatsoever. And it goes from, we're not getting into a relationship, to now we're getting married. So, and that was the funny part, because I was friends with both of them before they really started hanging out, and it was like, okay, this is this is neat. So it's been definitely an adventure, and congratulations to you guys. Yeah. Oh, and then we were talking about it. Actually brought up a lot of conversation about marriages over the weekend. People talking about how long they've been married or been in their relationships. Lolly and I will celebrate our 6th anniversary here in September. So, proposed to you at your class reunion, right? Nice. Yeah, it was. My wife trapped me. She asked me while we were in bed, Like I could say no at that point. Oh, yeah. But Matt told us the story. He's like, yeah, he says I had a Super Nintendo for sale, and she came with her. She came with the son and said she didn't have any money. He says, well, you're just gonna have to marry me or pay me. And he says she still ain't paid him for the Super Nintendo yet to this day. 25 years in October. Wow. Yeah, and it's I will say this as a guy who swore up and down he would never ever get married. Bad timing, Matt, right? uh, I didn't post a link. I was asking what day in September. Yeah, I don't know. Streamlabs is on some shit. Our anniversary is September 21st. So, yeah. Streamlabs is on some shit. Well, it got Bubba or Ice Cube for putting out St. Cloud. So, Streamlabs is on some shit. I'm sorry. I apologize, but there's nothing I can honestly do about it. So, yeah. It's not us. It's something with their own bullshit. But, yeah. Don't worry. I know you're not trolls. It does it automatically. So after this coffee break, I've got a serious announcement that I'm going to make. 23 years in November for Dean and I. It was, I kept telling people on the stream on Sunday, just come on over. If you know where I'm at, come on over. Garage is open, and that's always been my policy. My garage is open, come on over. And unfortunately my garage is a sty right now. I need to wait for a day and just pull the boat out and get in there. I have to go out to Renville and have a boat cover made for this boat. I want to get one that's actually got the supports in it, so that way I can leave it outside. Yeah, I got my jack back. It was actually in the truck, my buddy's truck that was in my yard, although it's missing the bolt for it. So, for the handle, so I'll have to get a hold of Mac Tools to get another one. In November, I'll be celebrating 3 years marriage free. uh, yeah, well, actually, Ice Cube, we're going to be down your way here probably sooner than you'll be up here. I've got family down by the Fayetteville area, so not in Fayetteville. Good night. Way to go, Razorbacks, for the community you got going on there. That's why we say roll tide, baby. I can't even call my brother gay in public. You can't even say that. You can't say that. They can put you in jail for that in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Just so y'all know that. Supposed to be the Bible Belt of the South, but you do anything that they consider it's bad. You guys have no clue. It is bad. No, you can't say that. They can actually give you a ticket for that. They can give you a ticket for asking somebody if they're retarded. And they will. But, like, we were walking through Walmart, and I thought my brother was bullshitting me. Okay, my brother's always playing jokes on me. All right? So, I start doing what I normally do. And I try making an ass out of him in public. And he's like walking away from me. I'm like, where are you going? I said, listen, we're not going home and go to bed after this. And he's like, dude, seriously, you can't say that here. They will put your ass in jail. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? And of course I said, well, that's retarded. He's like, you can't say that either. And no more than we walked around the corner. We walked around the corner in the Walmart, okay? And we walked around the corner and there was this thing standing there. And whatever it was methed out, like beyond all belief. And I'm looking and I'm like, what in the fuck is that? And I about died laughing. Because I think it was a dude dressed like a chick, but was completely, I think, I'm not sure. But yeah, it was bad. So, yeah. Oh, we're up on a coffee break. And when I come back, I have a serious announcement to make. Um, So, we will be back here shortly. Don't go anywhere. I have a big announcement to make, everybody. And somebody might be interested in this.
Some call me a sinner for the things I've done. Born with a heart of stone, fast with a gun. I'm here to get mine, then I'll leave this town. If you're standing in my way, I'll cut you down. You can't tame me.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Invasion Nation Morning Show, brought to you by yours truly, Redneck. Also, brought to you by Mill Pond Salon in the scenic downtown New London, and Romaine Berg down there in Minneapolis. Also, shout out, as always, to Iams Garage and KJ's Quick Stop for helping me out in Candy, Minnesota. Yeah. I'm going to make sure everybody's in here before I make this announcement, but I got something. A lot of people are going to be like, what the fuck? Some people are probably just not going to care, but I don't care. It's a big deal to me. It's a huge deal to me. So, and it was something that I really decided over the weekend. It's something I've been thinking about. And it's kind of where my heart is going to be at. B2 Crafts, good morning. Yeah. So, what do we got going on here? Something must be amiss. What do you mean? What are we doing? Nope, I did not drop the soap. Ugh. But, all right, do I got everybody's attention here? This is, all right, boss lady, thank you very much.
We're making them dirt road dollars. Way out yonder, having them holler.
I'm just trying to figure out how to play annoying shit. So, I'm fixing to, drop a bombshell that most people probably wouldn't expect. Oh, good night. You and Lolly adopt a redneck tech. Nice. What's the announcement? Did I miss it? My phone is being stupid, buffering. No, you didn't miss it. So, MM,
We're
thank
making
you.
them dirt road dollars. Way out yonder, having them holler.
All right, so here's what it is. I'm putting the 1948 Ford F5 up on the sale block. I have a reason for this. I'm putting, and I know some of you probably really don't care, but yeah, and I have a reason for this. And it's not that I need to get rid of it or anything like that. I have a truck that is near and dear to my heart. The truck that my heart sits with is called the Turd. I love the 48. The 48 has been absolutely awesome. No, I'm not getting a dirge. The 48 Ford F5 is the one that's going up on the sale block here. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find it here. Do. Ba-doo-ba-doo-doop-dee-doo. Probably gonna be down here somewheres. This is my love affair right here. This truck is called the Turd. This one has been my love affair for a very long time. I sold this truck and then got rid of it, and then got it back in very, very bad shape. This is a 1986 Ford F-250. It is the last carbureted year for Ford. It doesn't look as cool to most people, but this truck has been my love affair. So this is the one I want to put back together. I sold this truck, as you see it. It was just like this when I sold it. When I got it back, it was stripped almost to nothing. The motor was stripped halfway down. The stacks are gone off of it. The toolbox that was in it was gone. The back rack's gone. The interior, all the extra aftermarket gauges and everything were stripped out of it. I just have an absolute love affair with this truck. And this truck is legendary amongst my friends and I. This thing on bald-ass 33-inch tires would dig holes that people could not get out of. So I really want to put this truck together. This truck stood for all my values in the off-roading world. This was a true and complete on and off-road truck. This has a Dana 50 front end in it that is the twin I-beam suspension, but it's the heavy 3/4 ton twin I-beam suspension. They called it a Dana 50, and you could really articulate the front end. It was the best by every off-road magazine out there. Was rated the best on and off-road factory suspension system you could get. No, I don't think I'll regret getting rid of the 48. I really don't. I sold it once before. I was not really heartbroken about it. I just got it back by default because I needed a mud truck because I sold the turd. Here's the this motor, by the way, only has 4 mud runs on it. It's in the process of getting retuned right now. That's the motor that's in the mud truck. Aluminum radiator. The turd is definitely a tank. And this is the turd. It is it does have some upgrades this year that have not been run yet. All right, Justin. This is a 1948 Ford F5 chassis. I do still have the front fenders for it. I have the running boards for it. I have most of the chrome for it. It is a 1948 Ford F5 sitting on top of a 1978 Ford F-150 chassis. It has a 351M big block in it with a street strip cam in it. All right, Trans Am. It's 40-inch tires, 4-inch rough country lift in it. It runs dual batteries. Yeah, it's a pretty nasty setup. So this one, as soon as it's done, it has 513 gears in it. Right now it's getting a new steering gear put in it, new front hubs, new brake lines, and it's going up on the sale block as soon as I'm done. So I want to get my turd together. The turd is my love affair. It has been for a long time, and the more and more I keep messing with the 48, the less and less I get done on the turd. And I've just made that decision. So people are like, you don't want to sell that. And it's like, yeah, I kind of do. It's a big deal for me because the 48 has been iconic in the Redneck Invasion, on the Redneck Invasion page. It is a very cool looking mud truck. It is a one of a kind, very cool looking mud truck. But you know, if you look real close at the Redneck Invasion logo, you'll see the turd behind there, not the 48. Because the turd is my love affair. The turd was actually the first truck I had up on the Redneck Invasion page. Well, besides my diesels, but my diesels I was never really that hell-bent on, so. Ugh. Is what it is. Huh? Trans Am's got to go to work. My hamster wheel is still in the shop. I hope it comes out okay. So, yeah. All right, Clinton, you have a good day. Yeah. So, I'm going to list it at $7,000. I have a lot more than that into it. I have over half of that into just doing the rear ends, 513 gears, and with the new steering gear. Literally everything in this truck is pretty much going to be brand new when it comes out. It's in the process of getting the engine retuned right now. The steering gear, brand new front hubs in it. So it's going to be nasty. But, it is what it is. So that's my big announcement. I know to some people it's like, well, whoop-de-fucking-do. But if you understood what I went through to put this truck together, what it took to make it happen, we got it all together the first year. And, the motor, it sounded like two M16s going off underneath the hood. I don't have pictures of the crankshaft. I don't know why. But the crankshaft, my engine guy has been building engines for over 20 years and has never seen a crankshaft like mine. The connecting rod bearings were actually chewing into the crankshaft. It had chewed halfway through it, and the motor still ran to the day we pulled it out. So that's why we decided it'd be a good motor to rebuild. I literally ran this motor I don't know how many times until it shut down. And I continued to run it until it shut down, and continued to run it until it shut down. So, yeah. Car parts guy, what is up, Brent? Brent, you want to buy a 48 Ford F5? Mine's going on the block here as soon as it comes out of the engine shop. But it's a healthy chunk of change. I'm not just going to let it go. But I really want to get that turd back up and running, and it would be nice to have it going by next year. I have a lot of stuff I want to do to that truck. Improve the suspension, get that one up on 38-inch tires. I actually want to go from a small block to a big block in that truck. That's going to be one of the biggest upgrades. The big block alone that I'm going to build for it is going to be close to $6,000. So, yeah, selling a 48. She's going up on the block. I want to put the turd back together. All right, MM, thank you.
We're making them dirt road dollars way out yonder, having them holler.
And I want to put the turd together on stream. I'm going to tear it down. I'm going to put new parts on it. The reason it got its name, the turd, is because from the day that I got that truck, and every day that I own that truck, my goal was to bury that son of a bitch. And I would do it. It would get stuck. I would bury it.
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark.
I didn't even talk this decision over with Tech either, because I know he talked me out of it once before, and I'm really dead set on doing this. So, I want to build the turd on stream. I want you guys to see my love affair with this truck, so, yeah. Jody's like, I just need to know how to figure out how to do that. There should be a little puzzle piece up at the top. If you touch my face, you see a little puzzle piece looking thing somewhere there. I have a small block that I can throw in the turd for now. I'll probably just go bury the turd up at Howie's. I don't even know if the 48 is going to be done in time to go to, because now that I've decided to sell it, I'm going to make sure that it is a 100% turnkey operation for whoever buys it. I want this thing to start, run, and be ready to go. So, yeah. Oh, look at this. We're going through instructional 101 on how to figure out how to blow my eardrums out. Beautiful. Again, congratulations to Redneck Tech and Paulina on getting engaged. I'm waiting to see what comes out of this deal with Trump and the Chinese. I want to see what happens on this whole deal. I want to see what happens. Yes, did someone show you the picture I put on the Invasion Nation? It was a squirrel. Yes. Uh, yeah. Well, Lolly actually got to see me shoot a squirrel. I think she realizes the fact that some of these little bastards are pretty invincible, because I hit this son of a bitch, and I mean hit it so hard that it literally jumped in the air, but he just didn't die. I'm telling you, there's squirrels between my neighbor and I. There's squirrels running around this neighborhood that are popped lock full of pellets of BBs. Either that or they crawled off in the woods somewhere and died, which is fine by me. I wouldn't have a problem with squirrels, but they're extremely destructive. They chewed apart one of my wife's favorite bird feeders. They chewed through the soffits on my neighbor's house. Yeah. A baby shark outfit. No, I didn't see the one in the baby shark outfit. I looked at that, Gus. I don't. If you've seen my tree, there's no way to wrap aluminum around my tree, because my tree actually forks right towards the bottom. So, I did actually look at that, and I actually point that out to people as to why that chunk of metal is there, because of what you told me. And they're like, "Oh, well, that's neat." Unfortunately, it will not work on my tree, because my tree branches out, and the branches go at such an angle that they just be able to get over the top, walk over the top of it. So, it literally branches within. I mean, they can jump up to the, and they do it all the time. They jump up to the first fork. Like when I shoot at them, they jump. Go to my private page. I can't pull up. Um, I don't pull up the Facebook page anymore the on the morning show, because of the fact that it shows a lot of my personal stuff, because it runs it through my personal page. So it shows a lot of my personal stuff up there too. So I will definitely be checking it out later on today. Um, hmm So I finally got a chance to watch the second part of the Democratic debates. What a fucking shit show. I mean, are you kidding me? Um, I don't know if you guys watched it, if you haven't seen it. I mean, literally, when you've got your own... Got him! Gray squirrels, MM. Occasionally a red squirrel, but most of them are gray squirrels. Yeah. When you've got commentators on CNN calling it the clown car, I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's bad. It's very bad. It's extremely bad when you have CNN commentators calling it the clown car. Now, oh no. You want to hear? twice. How's that sound? Yeah. Take it all in, they said. The pain and agony I will go through. Yeah. Thanks, boss lady. Happy Monday, my ass. So, yeah, when you've got actual, and I mean real, Democratic commentators, when they're saying, "What the hell are we doing? This is a shit show." The people that should be getting listened to are the ones being criticized the most, and it's like, you know, uh, Bernie Sanders basically dicked himself. Joe Biden definitely dicked himself. And these are two of the biggest front runners out there next to Elizabeth Warren, who definitely dicked herself. Amy's going to be all the way. Amy Klobuchar here out of Minnesota is basically going to be done. Something about her dick in her deer stand or something. So, as this narrows out, I mean, seriously, how can you possibly be looking at your party going, how can you take this seriously? How can you take, I mean, I don't know. Highway 19 is now open, but they say to use caution. They're still cleaning up debris from flooding and mudslides. Oh, shit. Yeah. Said there's no sign of intelligent life on the Democratic debate, and there's not. Literally, the couple of people that actually had the point down that we need to reconnect with the working class. We need to reconnect with the and this guy, from what I understand, I don't know enough about him, but from what everybody is saying, this guy is as close to a communist as you can get. But they're saying that this guy literally had it on. He says we're disconnecting from the people we're supposed to be representing. And all the Democratic Party, they're worried about this like 1% vote because they think they've got everybody else on lock. And this was the biggest mistake. They're making the exact same mistakes that they made in 2016. They're underestimating Donald Trump and his ability to connect to the people. Democrats have got to be some of the biggest. How do you not learn? What do you think? It was an accident that Donald Trump ended up being president? Democrats used to set up shop in Wilmer, Minnesota. 2016, they did not set up shop. They thought they had Minnesota on lock. Why waste our time? And you want to talk about? I mean, you look at it. You look at the size of the campaigns. Look at the size of the campaigns going on right now. Even the front runner, Joe Biden, groping Joe Biden. You look at his rally size compared to the rally size of Donald Trump, and it is absolutely insane. Okay, just look at the attendance, the rally sizes. In Florida, Donald Trump had thousands of people. I think it was something like close to 10,000. They had people camping out 48 hours in advance. Hold on a second. Uh-oh. Yeah, big problem with one of my commercial accounts. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's not a phone call I can put online for y'all. It's got a lot of my personal information. Somebody screwed up. So, what did I put on here now? I don't know. What did you put on? I have no idea. Redneck Tech is probably doing work, so he won't be able to tell me, and I don't know how to look that shit up. I have no idea. Streamlabs is on one today. I mean, they got you last time, or got you, they was putting St. Cloud in or something. But, yeah. Please refrain from posting links unless approved. uh, Car parts guy, I know you travel Highway 19 between Morton and Franklin. Drive safe. It was closed due to flooding. Mudslides, but now is open, but people are advised to use caution. They are still cleaning up debris and mud. Yeah, Streamlabs is definitely on one today, guys. Yeah. You said to reboot as one word. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that.
Making them dirt road dollars. Way out yonder, having them holler.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Somebody screwed something up on one of my commercial accounts, and the management was just calling me to let me know that somebody had severely screwed up and was asking me what was going on, because I'm a valued customer, I guess. So, and I actually didn't raise any complaints. I didn't make any complaints. They just went in and were doing paperwork and found something that was not right at all, and wanted to call and check with me to make sure that what had happened actually had happened. I didn't even call and complain about it. So they called me. Mm-hmm. Oh, now I'm hoping this week starts off a hell of a lot better. I really do. I've had enough. Yeah, something like a withdrawal at 4 a.m. No, it actually wasn't banking. It was see, I have like commercial accounts all over town, and and they're used to people trying to come in and charge stuff to my account. And they're like, no, it's a cash only account. And yeah, they find out that that it doesn't work for them. Oh, they know better. People try it all the time. So, mm-hmm. But did you know today is National PTSD Awareness Day? No, I did not know that. I did not know that. PTSD is a real deal. So, in honor of PTSD Awareness Day, know this, that PTSD is something that does not have to happen with physical stuff. It can definitely be mental. We actually were talking about that yesterday on stream. Fox Outdoors was on, and he was talking about having the stuff he was dealing with. Was also talking to Ruger about the things that my grandfather went through in World War II and the dumb shit that we would do that would trigger it. And not realizing what it was at the time. So, but the thing that PTSD takes a hard hit because you get these kids who go into psychologists and say, my mom used to yell at me. My mom used to yell at me and whatever, and they claim PTSD, and it's like, come on, man, you're taking it away from the people that are seriously having to go through this stuff. PTSD in and of its form can be a very debilitating factor in somebody's life. You know, they used to just call it shell shock or shock for veterans, and it could be a very debilitating thing for somebody. And that's what people don't understand is how debilitating it can really be. It can literally paralyze you. So, and I've seen it. I've experienced it. I continue to experience it in my life, but it's not anything that I have to be medicated for. It's just something that I'm aware of. I know it's there, and I just warn the people around me. My only trigger is when I'm sleeping, because of my time in prison and what had happened is you can't touch me to wake me up. You touch me to wake me up, and you're gonna get hurt. And I tell people that immediately. Anytime I spend the night at somebody's house, anytime I'm somewheres, I let them know, hey, just stand at the door and holler. You may have to holler a few times, but stand at the door and holler. So, yeah. All right, Ice Cube, don't drop the soap. So, yeah. I worked in an office with older employees. Still said my blue eyes set him off because it reminds him of kids in the war. Every time I talked to him, he got enraged. Turns out he was a Vietnam tunnel rat. Yeah, and it's the littlest things you think would be ridiculous. Yes, it does happen. If Lolly tried it when we first met, has never done it since. I literally stopped that far from kicking her right in the side of her head. It's not anything I'm proud of, but it is a natural reaction for me. So yeah, she doesn't do that. And unfortunately, that is one of the things that comes with having the package of me. I warned her when we first got together, and I do my best to deal with it, but there's really nothing you can do. It's a natural reaction, dude. So, Dem protesters are throwing quick-dry concrete onto Republicans. This is what I mean. Why don't we just take the gloves off? Why is it why is it Republicans always got to be the smart, sensible ones? Why don't we just throw no holds barred? Why don't we just say, okay, self-defense is in full deal? I mean, seriously. This is what we're dealing with now. It's just like, what's his face from Vox telling people to throw milkshakes on Republicans, Trump supporters. What the fuck? Fester, what's happening? Good to see you. This is the shit that pisses me off. Just like when Antifa and all those guys were out there, you want to talk about, they're supposed to be against fascists, but they were the biggest set of fascists I'd ever seen in my life. Well, understandable. I just didn't know if, since you've been together that long, the trust factor would override it. But I suppose when you're asleep, you don't know who it is or trying to wake you up. My PTSD, for as far as my sleep, generated way back when I was 18 years old, and I was actually sleeping in a jail cell, and a guard accidentally, they had the electronic locks, opened the wrong door. Guy stood by my door, went like this, opened it up, and next thing you know, he starts chucking shit at my head. Ever since then, I've been a very high alert person. In my sleep, I don't know what it is. I sleep deep. I sleep sound. Like, if she rolls against me or something like that, it's not bad. Nothing happens. We've learned that. Like if she rolls up against me or things like that, we're fine. The dogs roll against me, we're fine. It's like when somebody, it's like any type of, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's just dumb, and I wish I could get rid of it. But I don't know how. And nobody knows how to get rid of it. So it just is what it is. Hopefully one day it'll go away, but until then, we just take every precaution to make sure that I don't hurt somebody. So now, as far as these Democrats, I mean, literally, this is how we're going to get our point across. We're going to throw quick, dry concrete on Republicans. Tech, if you can get me a link for that, we can show that if you got a video of it somewheres. Yeah. Oh, I did get to go hang out with some of my Twitch family last night. I stayed up last night. I went and hung out with 30 for a little bit. I went and hung out with Hardball and Wolfram Custom Rods. I found out Wolfram and Fuzzy are going to be up this way here over the weekend, possibly this way. I'd like to coordinate with them and do some co-streaming and some fishing and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. So it's funny because I'm supposed to go down. We're talking about going down. Kind of like if I'm around someone who's sketchy, the hair on back of my neck stands up. I get sick to my stomach. Damn. We need to have a party. Tech had a party at his place Saturday. We got him dancing. Oh, damn it, man. So, yeah. I can't believe that shit. That's ridiculous. And then we're supposed to just stand there and take it because it's freedom of speech. Okay. No, you assault me, I'm going to defend myself. That's exactly what that comes down to. And you're talking... I don't even understand the message in that. I don't understand the message in that, period. I really don't. I don't understand the message in throwing concrete, quick dry concrete on somebody. I don't get that. What is the message? I mean, if that's the case, then I'm just going to start, well, I'll start throwing arrows at people. Because you're throwing a poisonous substance on somebody. Start throwing, you know, that's ridiculous. Why would you do that? And this is what I don't understand, is you got people like the people at Vox who call for this kind of shit, and who call for this kind of dumb, ignorant shit, but yet they're allowed to continue posting on YouTube. They're allowed to continue to post on Twitters and Instagrams and things like that, which is, one, it's against the law because it's a call to action. When they did the milkshake thing, you know, it's one thing to say things. It's like, you know, if you want to, I don't know how to explain. Like if you say, well, I hate something because of this or because of that, but when you call people to do something, like Carlos Maza called people to throw milkshakes on Trump supporters, and they called for people to start ripping the MAGA hats off of people's heads. And when they started doing the call to action of tearing people's American flags down, when Antifa did that, they were allowed to continue to post. These places were allowed, and these people were allowed to continue to post. They didn't catch a ban. Didn't even catch a suspension. But I can't even say something so much as, if you don't like my page, don't follow it, without catching a ban. I don't understand that. I don't get that. And this is why you're going to see places like Google and places like Facebook in front of Congress. they may not get the, unless they start changing their shit. And I mean, drastically. See, the last time Zuckerberg was in front of Congress, he left me alone for quite a while. I probably spent pretty close to 6 or 8 months without catching a ban and being able to say whatever I wanted. But it's not so much working that way anymore. So you could definitely see places like YouTube and things like that not having these same freedoms that they had, especially in other countries when they're being sued. But this also goes very to the opposite end of the spectrum. Basically, the what do we got going on here? You've got the opposite end of the spectrum where it goes too far. When a court ruled that because Donald Trump made a tweet, he was then creating a public forum. So then, in turn, he was responsible for whatever came on that public forum in the comment section. And that turns out to be a very nasty situation. So there's definitely going to be some defining lines in all of this. There's going to be some seriously, seriously defining lines that are going to have to be laid down because people are idiots. Okay, when you take when you take somebody who what? Yeah, I know how to use this button. Goodbye. Oh, yeah. That isn't even worth responding to. Break your pink helmets out. Ugh. Yeah, I ate whatever the fuck that was. So, anyways, yeah, that was definitely just weird. One of the things is that people, I don't know. I think that people have a hard time understanding, or people having a hard time grasping the concept of when it comes to social media. Social media, the platforms, I have the same protection as things like AT&T, Sprint, Verizon, all your phone companies. They're not responsible for what's being said on there or transported or anything like that, as long as they remained unbiased to one side or the other. Well, the fact that they have proven that social media is now attacking the Conservative Party at an all-time rate. They're demonetizing them. They're singling them out. They're going after them. They're even eating their own. You got somebody like Tim Pool, who is pretty much center left. Okay, Tim Pool, and they're going after this guy. I missed the troll, damn it. Well, you didn't miss much of it. Those aren't really trolls. They, in and of the sense, like a troll that comes in here wants to argue some dumbass point. This is just one of them ad pop-up things. Somebody trying to get attention. Basically clickbait bullshit. So, I don't even give them the credit of a troll. They don't even try. They got some shit that they copy and paste, and that's all they do. They're idiots. But, yeah. I don't know. It's when they start imploding and taking on their own. Right now, one of the things that I do have the video of the Vox, or the insider video of what had happened at Google. But rumor flying around the internet is if you play this son of a bitch, they will Google right now will shut your ass down. And unfortunately, so I'm waiting until Google. There's been a demand because it was posted on YouTube. I forgot the name of the company that did it, but anyways, they are going after Google legally to repost this. So once they win that argument, then we'll be able to repost it. So I'm not big enough to send a legal team to go to the courts to fight these people. They've filed the formal letter with YouTube and Google. If they choose not to go that route, they will take it right on up to the legal system. And once the legal system has at it, yeah. And this is the problem. When you prove political bias, which you're not supposed to have in these, this was one of the things that was expressly set under the law. And now that they can prove it on a much, and I mean, Stephen, you want to talk about the conservative party? You had MSNBC go after, and one of their affiliates, Vox Network, went after Steven Crowder. This blew up national. This brought in national mainstream attention. And now, right after this controversy comes out, you have an insider video of the people at Google talking about having to stop the next Trump situation. Yeah, no. And expressing their love for Elizabeth Warren, who believes this country should be communist. At the very least, a socialist nation. So she believes in full-blown socialism. She believes that they should come in and take your guns. When asked directly, she definitely... The funny part is every time the Democrats are asked about a hard issue, they sidestep everything. It's absolutely hilarious how they do that. So, but anyways, y'all, we are at the 9 o'clock hour. I have to get off of here because now I have to go and handle some stuff in town here. Yeah. With that being said, trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody's comments. Yeah. Anyways, with that being said, I love you all to death. I appreciate y'all tuning in this morning. And also, do not forget, be careful driving around areas. Oh, yeah. I don't need my ears. I don't need them. I swear. Yeah, I'm going to try and get on tonight, provided I get everything done. Mondays are kind of hellacious. Everybody get back in the group. Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Great send-off? No, this is going to be a better send-off. This is going to be a better send-off right here. This is how we'll end the show. Right here.
I know you. That's the back. I'll be up in There's up in Florida.
It is packed. Out of the way, man. I'm over here playing beer pong, man. Get the fuck out of the way. You're fucking this whole thing up. Clickbait. Fall over. Hold on, y'all see that? Go back to watch that. Did I miss it? I did miss it, didn't I? Why did I get on top of that? There it is. Fall over! Don't fall over! I was just looking at her butt. Nice cover. Now he's gonna be sitting there he's down at the Master Command Center. So now he's gonna be down at the Master Command Center learning how to do this shit. You are a good sport, Redneck Tech. That's why we love having you around here. So yeah, you're definitely now gonna have to learn how to do that because you've put yourself out there. So I have not. With that being said, y'all keep cold, keep the bottoms up, and we will be. Oh, listen. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now I'm gonna have to make sure if I ever dance that I got the shit down pat. I can do the Macarena. The shit that was out way back when I was a kid. Everybody knew how to do the Macarena. Anyways, we will definitely holler at y'all later.
Some call me a sinner for the things I've done. Born with a heart of stone, fast with a gun. I'm here to get mine, then I'll leave this town. If you're standing in my way, I'll cut you down. You can't tame me. Some call me a sinner for the things I've done.